Start. Hello everyone, good morning. How are you all? So yes, welcome back here, and today we are going to start the marathon session. And here in this marathon session we will be having the mixed question from the science part. And yes, all these questions are very important for the examination, and the first question is from biology part. What is that? The first question is, dash are treated as prokaryotic cells within the eukaryotic cells. Now let's have a look at this question. Since we are talking about a part of a cell which is treated as prokaryotic within the eukaryotic cells. Now what is that? Here we have Albertson here. Hello Albertson, good morning, how are you? So yes Albertson, we are here with the marathon session and we are starting with the bio part first, and we are going to have the mixed question here. Fine. And all the questions were previously asked and they are important. So my question was, which of the following, these are four options. All okay? I guess now I'm audible. Albertson, am I audible right now? If I'm audible, please let me know so that I can proceed with this question again. I'll discuss about it again. Am I audible? Please, waiting for the response. I guess I'm audible now, huh? Okay. So what I was discussing about this question. Okay, can hear. Fine. So I should repeat this question whole again, huh? I'll just rub it. I'll just rub it again and tell you. So yes, the question was actually asked, which of the following is treated as prokaryotic cells within eukaryotic cells? And we have discussed what? That mitochondria is the correct answer over here. Now some important facts about mitochondria. The part which is asked in the examination again and again. Which of the following is known as powerhouse of the cell? So mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of the cell. Second thing is, I wanted to tell you, if I'm talking about powerhouse, this means we must be getting some sort of energy. Now this energy is in form of what? This energy is in the form of ATP. What is that? ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. It is adenosine triphosphate. Now if someone asks you about ADP, this is also asked in the examination. In the ADP, this D stands for di. So it is adenosine diphosphate. So these are the important things which are asked from the examination. Now if I'll go with the option Golgi bodies, what is that? This is helping in the intracellular transport. That is the important products which are to be transported. It is done by Golgi apparatus. So it is asked in the examination, which of the following options is useful in the intracellular transport, and that would be Golgi apparatus. Talking about lysosomes, what are they? These lysosomes actually act as these suicidal packets. So they are also known as suicidal packets, and yes, they are helping in the digestion within the cell. Okay, so this was the first question. Let's move forward to the next question now. Morphology of chromosomes can be best studied at which phase? So we have four options here. Answer please. Albertson and everyone who's there in the session, kindly like it and start commenting. Question is, morphology of chromosomes can be best studied at dash. Now, since we are talking about chromosomes, let me tell you about it. Chromosomes, which are present within our body. Now, if I'll talk about the number of chromosomes, what are they? They are actually present in 23 pairs. They are present in 23 pairs. Actually, when we take birth, at that time, 23 chromosomes are taken from mother. And in the similar manner, 23 chromosomes are taken from the father. That's why we say that they are 23 in pairs, and hence total we get 46 chromosomes. Now it is asked, where are we going to get the morphology of the chromosomes for the best study? So the best study of this morphology of chromosomes can be studied at which location? That would be in the metaphase. Now what are these phases? When we talk about cell division, we have several phases, right? Now if I'll talk about its sequence order is in this manner: PMATI, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and interphase. And at this metaphase part, we can have the study of this particular morphology of chromosomes. Okay, so here we have metaphase as the correct answer. Next, the meristem which occurs between the mature tissues is known as dash meristem. Answer please. So Vikram is with C, and Vikram, absolutely correct. Great. Others, can you answer this part? My question is, the meristem which occurs between the mature tissues is known as dash meristem. What is the correct answer here? So Albertson, Vikramaditya, and everyone, I want the answer from everyone. But this time I won't answer in the super fast manner, because we have lots of questions today, and you will be getting now questions on next level, because we have already understood all the basics part in these 30 days, right? We have already taken a month where we were covering all the questions which were from the previous year questions. Now there are some questions which are on the next level as well. So yes, answer please. And again I'll say, all these questions are previously asked. They are mixed questions from CGL also, CHSL also, CP also. I have mixed all the questions from the science part, and yes, each and every question is from the previous year question part. I'm getting your comments quite late. Till then I'll tell you, if I'm talking about the meristem which occurs between the mature tissues is known as intercalary meristem. What is that? It is option number A. So Vikram, should I wait for your answers or should we move forward? Vikramaditya Singh sir, it would be lateral, but it would be intercalary. Fine. So here option number A is the correct answer. Next, which of the following group of organisms reproduce faster? So we have algae, fungi, bacteria, protozoa. Now since we are talking about this reproduction, that is reproduce, so I'll tell you, reproduction is actually of two different types. What is that? And everyone who is there in the session, kindly start commenting please. So what I'm saying, if I'll talk about reproduction. So reproduction is actually of two different types. It may be sexual reproduction, or it may be asexual reproduction. So what is the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction? For the sexual reproduction, we require two gametes. Two gametes are required, or we'll say that we require parents. But here, only a single parent is required for asexual reproduction, where we can talk about binary fission. We have several processes, right, where we can talk about fragmentation. So yes, Albertson is going with B, Vikram is also going with B. Let me tell you, if someone asks you about the group of organisms which is producing faster, so you can talk about bacteria over there, right? So here, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be bacteria. Please remember, bacteria is the one, bacteria is actually the group which produce faster, at the faster pace. So here, bacteria is going to be the correct answer. Fine. Thank you. Next question is, some viruses have RNA but no DNA. This would indicate what? So Albertson with Vikramaditya, question is, some of the viruses have RNA but no DNA. This would indicate what? So for this answer, let me explain you this DNA and RNA part. What is DNA? If I talk about this DNA, it is present within our body, right? So this DNA's full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. And RNA is what? RNA is actually ribonucleic acid. Now this DNA has all the hereditary properties. That is, if I want to check whether this is the particular rapist which was actually present there, this is actually a thief which was actually there, it was that particular dacoit. So what I'll do, if there is a blood sample also, if there is a hair sample as well, I can just try to relate by using their DNA part, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. Apart from that, even if someone says he's my father, he's my mother, how you are going to check it? You will be checking it via DNA, because their DNA properties are going to match, hereditary, right? So here, Vikram, Aditya, Albertson, you both are going with B option here. That is, these viruses have no heritable information. Answer please, waiting for the answer. Question is, some of the virus have RNA but no DNA. This would indicate what? Now I've already told you about the hereditary information, right? Now just try to have a look at these options. First option is, these virus cannot replicate. So how can you relate this part? No. Second, these viruses have no heritable information. If they will not have heritable information, what's the use of RNA? Now talking about third option, RNA transmits the hereditary information in these viruses. So yes, what we are talking about, if I'll talk about our body, we have DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is having this hereditary information. But since this DNA is missing there, so RNA will be working as if DNA was working within our body. So yes, RNA transmits the hereditary information in these viruses. So option number C is going to be the correct answer. Okay, so Albertson is given answer D, but Albertson, answer C is correct. So I guess you got my point. So the way DNA was working, here RNA is going to continue that part. That is, it will be carrying the hereditary information. Next. So now we have Exampur official application, which is one-stop solution for the government job aspirants. What all things are here? We have live paid courses with the test series. We have free subject-wise and topic-wise quiz with the report card. Then job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution, free all India scholarship test with the report card, topic-wise free live classes, free full-length sectional test with the report card, free exam-wise PDF and practice at PDF. And the most important thing is, we have daily, weekly, monthly current affairs and unlimited subject-wise practice at questions. Now what you are going to do? Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur over there, click on the install button, just click on the open part, do the registration and start using it. So now question is, chicken pox is caused by dash. Okay, so HR is here, Raghav is here. Hello Raghav, I am good, how are you? So how's your Tamil Nadu going on under your administration? So Tamil Nadu police is here with us, huh? Okay, so our question is, chicken pox is caused by dash. So is it protozoa, bacteria, virus or fungus? So very happy to see you HR after a long time. I guess almost after 15 days. Last time you had class before Diwali holidays, right? Okay. And police never has its holiday. 24/7 on duty, serving the nation. Okay. So yes, my question was, chicken pox is caused by dash. Okay, okay, HR, fine. So waiting. Vikram has said answer number C. That is that it is going to be virus. So I'll talk about here virus, varicella zoster. So this virus is actually the one which is creating the issue that is known as chicken pox. In Hindi, we call it mata, that is choti mata, badi mata. Remember that smallpox, chicken pox. So yes, it is the same one where we have those particular rashes on our body. Red colored dots are there. So yes, now if I'll talk about this particular part, please remember here it would be virus, and yes, it is varicella zoster. So totally correct. Here virus is going to be the correct answer. Next. Plague is caused by dash. So plague is caused by bacteria, protozoa, virus or all of the above. What is the correct answer here? I totally understand HR that about your working. I guess today is Sunday as well and you might be there in the office. Okay, so answer please. Question is, plague is caused by dash. Is it bacteria, protozoa, virus or all of the above? What is the correct answer here? Albertson, waiting for your answer as well. Albertson. Okay, next week you have CPU examination. All the very best for the examination, and in case you need any help regarding anything, just let me know. Yes, answer please. Albertson is going with A, that is bacteria. Vikram is also with A. Great. That's totally correct. If I'll talk about plague, it is actually caused by bacteria, right? Yeah, correct. So here we have option number A, that is bacteria, as the correct answer. Next, which property of the metals is used for making bells, and strings of musical instruments like sitar and violin. So is it sonorous, malleability, ductility, or conductivity? What is the correct answer here? So we have Humsafar here, and Humsafar, you are absolutely correct. Great. And hello Humsafar, how are you? So can you tell me your name? Because Humsafar is seeming quite odd in order to conversate, but it's good. And you have put some firecrackers also over there, huh? In front of your names. In front of your name, sorry. So yes, Vikramaditya is going with option number A, sir, sonorous. Then others, are you also going with the same part? Sonorousness, Vikram, Humsafar, HR, Albertson. All of you are, yep. So you can take the help of maths faculty wherever you feel like, sir, I want trick, I want any kind of help. You can just take help from them. And if you want any help from my end, you can just let me know. So Albertson is going with A. Then we have Akleshwar with A, and that's totally correct. See, when I'll talk about sonorousness, what is it? All the metals, whichever metal is it, when you'll try to beat it, it will produce sound. And that property is known as sonorousness. Now, when we are talking about metals, it's very obvious. You can take example of whether it is iron, whatever you feel like. All these metals are going to produce sound. So the same thing was mentioned here. Which property of the metal is used for making bells and string of musical instruments? Obviously, since we are talking about these bells, this means we are talking about sound. And when we are talking about the property of the sound, it is actually your sonorousness. Okay, so yes, everyone is correct over here, and option number A is totally correct. Next, which of the given properties is generally not shown by metals? So we have just seen the property of metals, where we were talking about malleability, we were talking about ductility, we were talking about sonorousness, and even we can talk about its in easy manner, I'll say about its shining nature. So these are the properties of metals, and they are hard in nature. But now, question is, which of the following properties is generally not shown? Just have a look at the word not. So what is the correct answer here? So Akhileshwar is with option C. Sir, it is going to be dullness. Okay. Others, whenever you have a doubt, just try to take any of the metals or non-metals example. Simple. So Akhileshwar is going with C now. Vikramaditya is with C. Then Humsafar, your answer is pending. HR, your answer is pending. Albertson, your answer is pending. And everyone who's there in the session. Yes. So Albertson is also with C. I guess everyone is going with C. Humsafar, HR. So now I will also go with C. That's totally correct. That is dullness. See, when I talk about electrical conduction, just have a look. A very important question from all the examinations point of view, whether it is CGL, CPO, whatever it is. The question which is asked is, which is the best metal through which electric conduction can be done? So this means electrical conduction is there in the metals, and we talk about silver over there. What's that? Silver. Silver is the best conductor of electricity, and we are aware of that metals will be conducting electricity. So obviously first option is totally correct for the metals part. Second, if I'll talk about sonorous nature, we have already discussed. If I'll talk about bell, musical instruments, for the sound, we need sonorousness. That means it is again the property of metal. If I'll talk about ductility, that is, if I'll just try to beat them, they will be made in the form of wire. Now just think about a gold part. If I'll talk about gold, you know, very little amount of gold, when stretched, it can go till the kilometers range. So yes, they have ductility nature as well. So please delete karo se comment jaldi. Yes, so this part, that is ductility, is again the nature of metal. But what is left? Dullness. This dullness is actually the property of non-metal. And yes, please remember, this ductility is actually the, and please do not spam. Please do not spam. Okay, coming here. So this is the property of non-metals. Non-metals. So please remember, the property which is not shown by metal is dullness, because it is the property of non-metal. So option number C is going to be the correct answer. Next, which one of the following is metal? Very simple question. Which among us the following is metal? Which among us the following is metal? So is it carbon, nitrogen, sodium, or oxygen? What is the correct answer? Answer please. So Humsafar, Albertson, Vikram. Now this is very basic question. After a long time, after good questions, we have one basic question and everyone is aware of that. Akhilesh, totally correct. What's that? That is sodium. All the others are also going with sodium. Yes. Swam Safar, Albertson, Akhilesh, all of you are correct. Totally correct. Here the correct answer is going to be sodium. Now let's discuss about it. If I'll talk about periodic table, remember that periodic table? When we talk about periodic table, when I'm on this left side includes metals and my right side includes non-metals. Why is it so? We knew about this property. These metals which are on the left side, they actually require electrons. So what they'll do, they will try to gain the electrons. But they will do what? They will try to donate the electrons. These metals actually donates the electrons. They donate electrons. And these non-metals are the ones which actually accept the electron. They are accepting the electrons. So we have carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. All these groups are the one which will accept the electron and hence they are non-metals. So what was the question? We had the option that is sodium, which is there in the first group itself, and that's why it is the correct answer. This is only the metal, others are non-metals. Okay. So let's move forward to the next question. Which metal is used for making bulletproof alloy steels? Options. Good question for the examination. Again and again asked. Do not miss any of the questions. All these questions are repeatedly asked and are very important. And everyone who is there in the session, kindly like it and share it. Please. Please do that. So my question was, which metal is used for making bulletproof alloy steels? What is the correct answer here? What is the correct answer here? Bulletproof alloy steels. That is, bullet is not able to pass from that. So Akhilesh is the first one to give answer, that is D. Albertson is going with D. Vikram is going with D. Gobinath is saying, sir, it would be Kevlar. See, Gobinath, the Kevlar part that you were discussing about, that was what we were talking about, bulletproof jackets over there, right? But here, just have a look. What is that? It is there bulletproof alloy steels. So there's a difference between them, right? Gobinath, got my point? Everyone, please, whenever you are answering, just have a look at the question, right? So yes, Gobinath, totally correct. Here, what we can talk about? Zirconium. So Humsafar, Gobinath, Vikram, Albertson, Akhilesh, you all are correct. The correct answer is going to be zirconium. Now my another question is, whenever it is asked, what? Bulletproof jackets. Bulletproof jackets. So these bulletproof jackets are actually made up of what? They are made up of Kevlar. Both the questions are important. Do not miss them, right? And everyone who's there in the session, please like it and share it, please, so that we can have maximum candidates over here. All these questions are from the previous year part, so do not miss any of the question. The non-metal which is liquid at room temperature is what? Is it mercury, bromine, carbon or helium? What is the correct answer? Again, after a difficult one, we have a simple one. Now what's the answer here? The non-metal which is liquid at the room temperature. What is the correct answer? Waiting for the answer, everyone. Non-metal which is liquid at the room temperature. So mercury. Gobinath is with mercury. Others, are you also with mercury? Akhilesh is going with B, that is bromine. Albertson is with B. Hamsapa, your answer please. Your answer is pending. Akhilesh. Now Vikram is going with D, that is helium. Okay. See, please remember, whenever we talk about these questions, the first thing that clicks into our mind is first option. Okay, arey sir, we knew about it. It's totally correct. But no, please have a look. It's not a metal. If I talk about metal, then it would have been mercury, right? But the question is what? The question is asked regarding non-metals. So now, the non-metal which is liquid at room temperature, it is what? So the non-metal which is liquid at room temperature is actually your bromine. So again I am saying, please do not forget, everyone, whenever you find first option as the correct answer, please have a look at the question again, right? Why? Because in the first go, we think that this would be the correct answer. Mercury is what? It is actually a metal which is in the liquid state. But if I talk about bromine, bromine is the one which is actually your non-metal. So we must be aware of these things. So bromine is the non-metal which is liquid at a room temperature. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is going to be B. Fine. So please Okay. And everyone, next. Protium has dash. Now this question is not only important for CGL, it is important for CHSL also, it is important for CPO also. Whatever examination you are giving, this question is asked. And not only here, if you are going for interview also, wherever you are going for the chemistry lecturer, for example, if you are going for the chemistry lecturer also, there this question can be asked, and it is asked again and again. Protium has dash, and this question is twisted in such a manner where it is asked, is there any isotope in which it is possible that there would be no neutron? So yes, first of all give me this answer, then I'll explain this part. Protium has how many electrons? So it is 1 actually. 1 neutron, 2 neutron, 3 neutron, no neutron. So Akhleshwar is going with B, that is sir, it would be 2 neutrons. Albertson, and everyone please give answer, because if here you are wrong, this is from my past 6 years of teaching experience and my own examination clearing capacity, that yes, whenever we are wrong in the class, it's for sure that particular thing strikes into our mind in the main examination. So Vikram is saying, sir, it would be no neutrons. And yes, please remember, in this condition, protium is not going to have any of the neutron. Protium never has any neutron. So what is protium? If I'll talk about hydrogen, we have protium, we have deuterium, we have tritium. I'll show you here. Just have a look. Protium, deuterium, tritium. So here, just have a look at the mass numbers. 1, 2, 3. Their atomic numbers are same, but their mass numbers are different. Now, how we are going to calculate the neutrons? The number of neutrons, for calculating the number of neutrons, what we do? We actually subtract mass number, and what is that? Atomic number. So I'll try to just subtract them, mass number and atomic number. So let's come here. So mass number is 1, atomic number is 1, so it will be 0. Here mass number is 2, atomic number is 1, so it would be 1. It is mass number is 3, atomic number is 1, so it would be 2. So just have a look. Here there is no such neutron present, and here this is very very important. So Gopinath, Vikram, Akhileshwar, Albertson, all of you, I guess now you will never be wrong. Please remember, protium doesn't have any kind of neutron. Why? If you will subtract this atomic number from the mass number, you are going to get the value 0. Got my point? So just have a look. 1 proton and 1 electron is there. Now what we'll do, if I'll try to subtract this mass number from the atomic number, it is going to give you 0 value. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. Elements having 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell generally act as what? Elements having 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell generally acts as dash. Answer please. Answer. And everyone who's there in the session, please like this and share it. Kindly like it and share it, and put it on your WhatsApp as well. All these questions are from the previous year part. I've just searched them, created questions and brought for you. So it must reach the maximum audience, because most of the questions will come from this part. After the examination, I'll just show the screenshots that we have discussed this question, and yes, this question was asked again. Okay, so just have a look. Elements having 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell generally act as what? Is it metal, non-metal, metalloid, or none of the above? 4 to 7. Remember, I was just discussing about the periodic table. So if there are 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell, this means we are talking about the outermost shell, right? First of all, I'll take answer, then I'll explain you. So Akhileshwar is the first one to give answer, and that is metal. Albertson and Vikram are going with metalloids. Okay, that is option number C. No one is going with non-metal. Humsafar. Then we have Akhileshwar is already here. Okay, so all the candidates who are present here, is there anyone who is going with non-metal? Anyone? No? But I'll go with that. Now I'll explain you how. The correct answer is going to be non-metal. Why? Just have a look. When I talk about no, it's not here. Yeah, when I'll talk about this periodic table, in the left hand side, we have 1, 2, 3 and so on, and these groups go till 18. Now if I'll go for the starting groups, here we have how many valence electrons? We have 1 valence electron, we have 2 valence electron, we have 3 valence electron, right? Now question is, elements having 4 to 7 electrons in their valence shell. This means we are talking about what? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. This is the part where carbon group has 4 electrons in the valence shell, nitrogen 5, oxygen 6 and fluorine group 7. That is, Kahe Shivji, Sune Parvati. Remember this part? I gave you all these tricks. Now, if I talk about these groups, just have a look. They have 4 electrons in the outermost shell, 5 electrons in the outermost shell. Now, they will do what? They will be having tendency of taking the electron in order to complete their octet. So, it will be requiring 1 electron for completing the octet. That is, valency is 1. It is requiring 2 electrons. It is requiring 3 electrons. That means what? They are requiring the electrons. That is, they want to take the electrons. Just have a look at that. Non-metal, that is chlorine. It requires 1 electron so that it can be added here. And it will become what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hence its octet will be complete. So yes, whenever we are talking about the elements from 4 to 7 electrons in the valence shell, they will be acting as a non-metal. Got this point? Everyone who's there in the session got this point? Whether it is this trick, it is valency, it is valence electron, it is metal, non-metal. Whatever you feel like, this is doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, please give me thumbs up. Waiting. If this is clear only, then I'll move forward. Because these are the questions which are again and again asked and they are twisted in one form or the another. No one should go wrong with these type of questions. I have already explained this many times. And today, again I am explaining the same thing. Please answer me. Got this point? Gobinath, Vikram? See, if I'll go with the fourth part now, that particular group would be acting as a metalloid also. And non-metal also. That is, what is metalloid? Metalloid is the one which is actually having the property of metals and non-metals both. Now it's not only about fourth group. The question was from 4 to 7 electrons, right? Now if I'll go with the only 4 part, it would be acting as metal, non-metal both, and that would be considered as metalloid. Got my point? So please do not forget this part. When they are requiring the electron, they are non-metals. When they are donating the electrons, they are metals. Cool. Let's move forward to the next question now. What is the atomic number of magnesium? Now, if you would have remembered, I gave you, okay, forgot that, okay. So, I gave you a homework when we were discussing the theoretical session. The homework was, you have to remember this particular periodic table till 20. Remember? Atomic number till 20. What was that? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium. I told you, minimum 20, maximum 30. So, if you would have mugged that up, so you will be able to give this answer. Now let's see who has actually mugged that particular part. So yes, answer please. Atomic number of magnesium is going to be what? Is it 12, 11, 15 or 10? Great. So Akhleshwar is the first one who has answered this. That means he has listened to me. Then Vikram has also given the answer, that is A, that is 12. Great. Gobinath is also with A. So that means you all are listening. Great. Albertson, you were not there at that time when we were discussing this, but still I want the answer. So Albertson is pending here for the answer. Then Hamsafar, your answer please. And everyone who is there in the session, please like it and share it. Yeah, totally correct. If I talk about this 12, that is what? That is the atomic number of magnesium. Now what was the sequence order? Sequence order was in this manner: hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Remember this part? And then I gave you the trick. Halina ki rab se faryad. Then beta mange car scooter. Remember that part? So here, if I'll just skip other things, you remember all those tricks? Just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Right? So what is the atomic number of magnesium? That is 12 and absolutely correct. So Gobinath, Vikram, Akhleshwar, everyone, heads off. Great. So here 12 is the correct answer. Next. Now if I talk about this magnesium, how these shells are filled, I guess everyone remembers that. One more question which is there from the CGL part, and what's that? If I want to fill these shells, I have a formula. What is that formula? Now this formula was previously asked. That formula is 2n square. Now how this formula is working? These are the shells. The innermost shell is denoted by K, then L, then M and so on. K, L, M, N, O, P and so on. Now if I'll go with the first shell is K. So the innermost shell, I'll just put value 1 here. So innermost shell can have maximum 2 electrons. Second shell can have maximum 8 electrons. Third shell can have maximum 18 electrons, right? So just try to fill using this formula. First shell is going to have 2 electrons. See, 1, 2. Second shell can have maximum 8 electrons. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then outermost shell can have 18 electrons, but its atomic number is only 12. That is 2, 8, 10 are already there. How many are left? 2. So that's why in the outermost shell we have 2 electrons. And these 2 electrons can be donated. That's why it would be metal. Simple. So it is what? It is actually a metal, because in the outermost shell there are only 2 electrons and these 2 electrons will be donated. And after the donation, it will be having 2-8 configuration and outermost shell will be filled. Simple. Okay. So here we have 12 as the atomic number. Next, talking from the bio part now. Nervous system consists of what? Brain and spinal cord, nerves, both AB, none of the above. Answer please. Question is, nervous system consists of what? Is it brain and spinal cord, nerves, both A and B, or none? Answer please. So Gobinath is going with A. So it consists of brain and spinal cord. Vikram is going with C. That is both A and B. Albertson is also going with C. Okay. See, if I'm talking about nervous system, Akhleshwar is also with C, na? Okay. Gobinath, this would be especially for you. Please do not forget what happens. Just seeing the first option can be wrong sometimes, right? We have already taken this example. It's good that you have given the answer. Now you will never be wrong. Just try to understand. Obviously, brain and spinal cord are present in the central nervous system. No doubt about that. Brain, spinal cord. But just think, there's a bottle. There's this water bottle. Just think of the scenario. It's very, very hot. I've just taken it from the table. I've just touched it. Do you think these fingers will be able to understand? Is it hot? Is it cold? No. These fingers are not able to understand. These fingers will do what? In this part, there are several neurons. Or I'll say there are several nerves which are doing what? They are actually sending the signals. As soon as I touch this particular bottle, it sent the signal within no seconds to my central nervous system, whether it is brain or spinal cord, and it asked, what is it? What kind of sensation is going on? So now there would be a reflex that would be coming back again, and here the signal will be, please leave this bottle, it's too hot, or please keep it on the table, it is hot. It totally depends on the level of hotness. That is, here nerves are also present which are actually helping in sending the signals and gaining back the signals and gaining back the command. That is, they are known as afferent nerves. That is A, I'll write here in this manner. These are afferent and afferent nerves, right? So this afferent A is the one which is sending the signal. This E is the one which gains back the signal. So yes, this is the part. So please remember, nerves are also present, brain and spinal cord is also there. That's why option C will be the correct answer. Gobinath, I guess you got this point now. Okay, so here option number C would be the correct answer. Next, dash regulates the muscular movement for the locomotion. Answer please. And everyone who's there in the session, please answer all the questions. I give you a surety. If you want, I can write on the stamp paper as well and tell you. If you are right here, it's good that you know the answer. But if you are wrong here, you will be able to understand in the main examination, okay, I was wrong at that place. So no, this was the correct answer, sir told. So this is going to be very, very beneficial in the examination. So yes, answer please. Question is, dash regulates the muscular movement locomotion. Is it cerebellum, is it medulla, is it thalamus, or is it cerebrum? So Gobinath is with the first one. Very good. Then Akhleshwar is also with the first one, A. Vikram is also with the first option, that is A. Who's left? Albertson is left, huh? Albertson, your answer please. And any other candidate who's left, please answer this part. Yeah. So everyone is going with A option. That is totally correct. If I'm talking about this locomotion, this means I'm talking about what? This means I'm talking about movement. What is that? I'm talking about movement. Now when I'm talking about movement, this means I'm talking about walking. When I'm talking about movement, just remember the word bell. From bell, I can just try to relate it. Bell, that is balancing. So please remember, bell. Body's balancing is done by cerebellum. Please do not forget. Second and most important question which is asked repeatedly in the examination is, for all the involuntary actions, breathing, vomiting, any kind of involuntary action, it is done by medulla oblongata. Involuntary actions, please do not forget, involuntary actions are dealt by medulla oblongata. Then talking about temperature, thalamus. If I talk about cerebrum, it is the largest part of the brain which is the thinking area. Thinking, intelligence, all those things are dealt by this cerebrum. So got my point? Very good. You all have given the correct answer. That means you all were aware of this. Bell, bell. You can just try to relate it. Bodies, bell, balancing, cerebellum, right? So what happens if we talk about some of the alcoholic person, those alcoholic person after drinking the alcohol or after consumption of the alcohol, they are not able to move in the straight manner. Why? Because after the consumption of alcohol, this cerebellum goes in the resting phase. And if it goes in the resting phase, there would be the issue in locomotion. That is, you will be not able to move in the proper manner. Okay, so this was the important fact. Moving forward now. Spinal cord originates from where? Is it cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata or thalamus? Answer please. Question is, spinal cord originates from where? Now we have understood, if I'm talking about spinal cord, this means we are talking about central nervous system over there. Central nervous system was consisting of brain also, spinal cord also and nerves also. So yes, answer please. Spinal cord's origination location is what? Is it cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata or thalamus? So what is the correct answer? Albert sir, Vikramaditya, Akhileshwar, Gobinath. Answer please. Spinal cord originates from which location? Is it cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata or thalamus? What is the correct answer here? Answer please everyone. Akhileshwar is in doubt. They're saying, is it A? Others? Akhileshwar is going with A. Others waiting for the answer please. I've just told you, I'll give you a hint. This is the part which is dealing with the involuntary actions. Now let's see who can give this answer. So Gobinath is going with C. That is medulla oblongata. Then Alberts and Vikram, your answer is pending. So we have two of the options. One is going with cerebrum, one is going with medulla oblongata. Albertson, please, waiting. And Vikram. When we talk about the spinal cord, remember, it is originating from that location which is dealing with the involuntary actions. So Gobinath is with C. Gobinath has changed the answer. He's saying cerebellum. Vikram is going with C. Albertson is with C. Akhileshwar is with C. See, here, again the correct answer is going to be C. Why? Because this is the part which I was talking about. Involuntary actions were dealt here. Involuntary actions. Now, one important thing is spinal cord, which is actually originating from this medulla oblongata, is the part of the central nervous system. There was an experiment which was conducted in the starting, but it is actually now stopped by the government, in which we were actually taking the frog and we were just intersecting the body parts and we were checking what all parts are present. Now I'll tell you an experiment which cannot be done, but yes, I'll tell you. After killing the frog, if HCl is put on the body, still its leg actually tries to remove that part, that acid. How? Because of the presence of the spinal cord. Okay, so yes, we'll not go in the detail, but right now please remember, spinal cord actually originates from this medulla oblongata, and medulla oblongata is the one which is acting as a part which is dealing with the involuntary actions, that is the actions which are not within our control, like vomiting, breathing and all. Okay, even the heartbeat. Next please. Next question is, the gas which is used for the treatment of cancer is dash. So is it helium, neon, krypton or radon? What is the correct answer? The gas which is used in the treatment of cancer, is it helium, neon, krypton or radon? Akhileshwar, okay, fine. Actually, this was marathon session, that's why I was, okay, I'll do one thing. In the next class, when we'll go with the bio partner, these type of questions, I'll just put the brain as well, pick as well. But brain and spinal cord would be two different things. Brain is here, spinal cord is in the back part, right? So Gobinath is saying, sir, answer would be D. Akhileshwar is with D. Vikram is with D. Albertson is also with D. No, sorry, Vikram is going with C. Okay, so let me tell you here, radon is going to be the correct answer, and radon is also a radioactive gas. Fine. So yes, radioactive gas, that is radon, is the gas which is used in the treatment of cancer. And here option D would be the correct answer. Next, which noble gas forms the maximum compounds? Which of the following noble gas forms maximum compounds? I'll give you the hint. This is also known as stranger gas. Stranger gas. Now you have two of the questions which can be directly linked with the option. Yes, which noble gas forms the maximum number of compounds? What is the correct answer here? And I've given you the hint. It is also known as stranger gas. So what would be the correct answer here? Stranger gas. Now the question is asked in all the ways which is possible, right? So Akhilesh has already given the answer, that is C. So Akhilesh is the first one to give this answer, and everyone who is there in the session, now please start giving answers. And yes, please do not forget to like this and share it. So Albertson is with C, Akhilesh is with C, that is xenon. Then after Albertson, still thinking about the question? I've given you the hint, man. Stranger gas. Still not? Okay, let me tell you. So Vikram, Albertson, Akhileshwar, all of you are totally correct. The correct answer is going to be xenon. So xenon is the noble gas which forms the maximum compounds. Now if I'll talk about these noble gases, that means we are talking about those groups. If I talk about 1 to 18th group, so 18th group is actually a noble gas. What is that? Noble gas, where we have helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. All these are present in these 18th group, and these are actually known as inert gases, and they are not reacting with anyone. They are not reacting with anyone. If I talk about the 17th group, they are known as halogens. What are they? They are known as halogens. Okay. So yes, here what was the correct answer? Here the correct answer was xenon. Next. So before moving forward, we have an Exampur official application which is one-stop solution for all the government job aspirants. Now we have live paid courses with the test series, free subject-wise and topic-wise quiz with the report card, job alert, admit card, examination date, all exam previous year PDF with the solution, free all India scholarship test with the report card. Then we have topic-wise free live classes, free full length and sectional test with the report card, free exam-wise PDF and practice set PDF, daily, weekly, monthly current affair, unlimited subject-wise practice set question. All these at a single platform. Just do what? Just go to the Play Store, type Exampur app over there, click on the install button, click on the open part, just do the registration and start using it. Okay, so we have next question. Acid rain is caused due to dash. What is the reason behind causing this acid rain? So yes, acid rain, where I'll even talk about all those acids which are there present in the rain, and yes, some of the concepts like marble cancer. But before that, I want the answer. The question is, acid rain is caused due to dash. Which is the correct option over here? So we have already received the answers. Vikram is the first one to answer this. That is option number A. Gobinath is also going with answer A. So Albertson, Gobinath, Akleshwar, Vikram, all of you are going with option A. That's totally correct. Here the correct answer is going to be air pollution. Now why this air pollution is the correct answer? There must be reason behind it. If I talk about some of the factories, those factories are doing what? From those chimneys and all those particular issues which are created by that part. We can talk about suspended particulate matters as well. So they are releasing what? They are releasing SO2 and NOx. What is that? Sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide gases. When these gases reach the air in the atmosphere, they react with the atmosphere, that is the moisture which is present, and they create sulfuric acid. And here, if I talk about NOx, here I can talk about NO2. When it reacts with this water, it creates HNO3, that is acid, that is sulfuric acid and nitric acid. This sulfuric acid and nitric acid, when they come down in the form of rain, but that rain is consisting of acid. Which acid is it? It is sulfuric acid, or it can be nitric acid. So these are the acids which are very harmful for us. So it's advised, do not drink that rainwater which is the first rain specifically, because that may be acidic rain. Okay, so we'll not go with that detailed part, but yes, someone is there here. And his Prajwal is saying the color of the Taj Mahal is changing due to this acid rain. That's totally correct. Totally correct. So I have one of the question for that. Then I'll discuss about this marble cancer as well. And that is the next question over here. Taj Mahal is being affected by dash. So please answer this and then I'll explain this part. Answer please. Uh, okay. So Gobinath was the one who has asked me, sir, why it is named as stranger gas? Acha, xenon. See, xenon is the word which was derived from the Greek word, right? And that Greek word xenon itself means that it would be stranger. Now, if I'll talk about these noble gases, they are not going to react with anyone, right? So we can say that it is actually a stranger gas. So Vikram is totally sure that it is going to be B. Akleshwar is with B. Albertson is with B. Prajwal is with B. Gobinath is with B. Everyone is with B. That's totally correct. Air pollution. And we have already discussed that part. What? Here we are going to have acid. That is S2SO4 and HNO3. Now these acids which are present here, they will do what? When they will fall on the wall of Taj Mahal, it will deplete its marble, right? And since it is depleting its marble, so we call it as a marble cancer. We say it marble cancer. So yes, in the examination, question can be tested in one way or the another. We must remember those gases: SO2, NOx, right? Acids, S2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, king of chemicals. Then HNO3, nitric acid. And the most important thing, they are actually affected by because of the air pollution. How? Because of the presence of the factories. Okay. Next question. 0.0683. 0.0687 you have to convert to two significant figures. What would be the correct answer? What is 0.0687 to two significant figures? Answer please. And everyone who is there in the session, please like it and share it. Please do that. Yeah. You have to convert to two significant figures. I guess everyone will be able to answer this in the correct manner. Prajwal is going with D. Gobinath, your answer is pending. Vikram is going with C. Gobinath, Albertson is going with C, that is 0.068. Akleshwar is going with C, Gobinath is going with C. So it's only the Prajwal who is going with option D, others are going with option C. Now everyone who is first going with option C, let's have a look. What's that? If I talk about 0.0687, we are told that you have to go only till two significant figures. This means we are not going to use 0 over here. No 0. This would be our first part, this would be our second part. So we are going to have a look till only this part. One thing is this, but one more step is there. We have to just check to the next figure that whether it is 5 or greater than 5. If it is 5 or greater than 5, you have to just add 1 in the last digit. Remember that part? Remember? Again I am saying, what is that? If I'll just check here, 0, I'll leave that. I'll leave 0. This is the first one, this is the second one. Question is still two significant figures. That means I have to go only till 0.068 because still here only two significant figures are there. But I have to also check that what is the next value which is present over here. Is it 5 or greater than 5? It is 5 or greater than 5, then this means we have to add 1 over here and it will be 0.069. So the correct answer is going to be 0.069. Got my point? Now, there's one more question now. I'll go with the Hindi part. Now you have to tell me the conversion of 0.0683 to two significant figures. Now answer please. 0.0683 to two significant figures. No, Gobinath. Okay, so that's why you gave the wrong answer. I'm actually talking about this one. But now the question is changed. Now the question is this. 0.0683. You have to convert this. Yes, that's totally correct. So Prajwal, it would be what? Prajwal is saying, sir, it would be 0.68. Akleshwar is with 0.068. Gobinath, you have to type and tell me. I'm not giving these options now. You have to just type and tell me when I'll be converting it to two significant figures, what is going to be the correct answer? So see, Prajwal has given 0.68, Akleshwar is going with 0.068, then Vikram, Gobinath is going with 0.068, okay. Everyone is correct now. Totally correct. Now, obviously, two significant figures. This means I am going till here. I'll be not using the zero part. So it would be 0.068 and I'll be checking this 3. Is it 5 or greater than 5? No. This means I'll leave this answer as it is. So in this condition, this is the answer. But for this, we will be having answer 0.069. Simple. So yes, Gobinath, Alberts and Prajwal, all of you are correct. Okay. Let's move forward to the next question. Convert 10 degrees centigrade to Kelvin. A very basic question, right? Very, very basic question. I guess this everyone can answer. Then we will make it quite difficult. But first simple one, then difficult one. So question is, convert 10 degrees centigrade to Kelvin. So what will be the correct answer over here? Very basic question. No need to pick the pen also. Answer please. Convert 10 degrees centigrade to Kelvin. What is the correct answer over here? Prajwal is going with 283. Gobinath is also with 283. Vikram is with 283. Okay, totally correct. I knew everyone can answer this part. When I just add C plus 273, it will be giving me the value of Kelvin, right? Now, just try to solve this part. The value of C was given 10. So it would be 10 plus 273. And that means it will be what? It will be 283. Very good, everyone. Totally correct. But now my question is coming quite difficult one. Now I want the answer. What is the minimum possible temperature? What is the minimum possible temperature? Now let's see who can answer this part. What is the minimum possible temperature? So my first option is minus 100 Kelvin. Second option is minus 273 Kelvin. Third option is 0 Kelvin. And fourth option is 100 Kelvin. Yes, answer please. And everyone who's there in the session, please answer this part, because from this particular question is twisted in two different ways and both of them are important. Yeah, so Akleshwar, that term actually I wanted to use, but answer, we have the first one answer is, sir, it is, first of all, I want the option, Akleshwar, then I'll explain this part. Yes, and everyone who's there in this session, please like it and share it. Answer please. What is the minimum possible temperature? Is it minus 100K? Is it minus 273K? Is it 0K or is it 100K? So Vikram is going with 0. Prajwal is going with minus 273. Akleshwar is going with minus 273. Who is left? Albertson is left. Albertson is also going with minus 273. Now, please do not forget this part. I am writing for you. This is very, very important. That this temperature which I am talking about is known as absolute zero temperature. What's that? That is absolute zero temperature. There can be no temperature below this. That means, see, the answer which you are trying to give now, you are trying to give this answer. But you have forgotten that the unit that is given here is what? Kelvin, right? So there is no such temperature which can be possible below this part. That is absolute zero temperature. And what is absolute zero temperature? Absolute zero temperature is a temperature at which all the molecular motion ceases. There is no such molecular motion, right? And yes, please remember, if I talk about the scale of Kelvin, Kelvin scale is never in negative. What I am saying? Kelvin scale can never go in negative. Kelvin scale's minimum value is 0. Okay? So what I am saying? Kelvin's value is never negative. Okay? Now what I am saying, okay, why I am repeating this okay again and again? I am repeating this okay again and again so that you can remember 0 Kelvin. So okay, from okay you can remember 0 Kelvin. Nothing can be below this 0 Kelvins because Kelvin is never in negative. It is starting from 0 itself, and 0 Kelvin is equal to 273 centigrade. Got my point? Sorry, minus 273 centigrade. Just try to calculate it. I told you C plus 273 is K, right? Now if someone will say, sir, you have to check the value of 0 Kelvin. What is the value of 0 Kelvin? So the value of 0 Kelvin would be what? Just put 0 over here. So C will be equal to minus 273. Got my point? So yes, this is the one. Minus 273 degree centigrade or 0 Kelvin, which I was saying okay. So this is the part. Yes, Vikramaditya, clapping for you. Okay, so this was the part. Okay, that is 0K. Do not forget. So here option number C was the correct answer. Very, very important part. Never forget this. So let's have a look at the next question. CGS unit of force is what? Simple one. CGS unit of force. So Akleshwar, Prajwal, Albertson, answer please. CGS unit of force. Now this is again not the concept but the trick that I gave you. I told you when I talk about Newton, then Newton is the unit of force, we know that. But Newton is actually what? This is the SI unit. What is that? That is SI unit. And when I was teaching you force, at that time I gave you the trick. The trick was, so I'll take the answer. Akhileshwar is the first one to answer this. That is dyne. Gobinath is with A. Prajwal is with A. Albertson is with A. That is dyne. Totally correct. And what was the trick when we were discussing that theoretical section in the CGL evening class? That was, Vikram, we told, yeah, absolutely. Everyone is correct. I told you, Newton was the one who was giving unit with his name. Okay, my name is Newton, so I should give my name. The same thing happens with other scientists also. Radioactivity, when it was discovered by Henry Becquerel, so Henry Becquerel did what? He gave his name as the unit. Becquerel will be the SI unit of radioactivity, right? In the similar manner, all those discoveries were done by Newton. Here, if I talk about force was the unit that was, sorry, for the force, Newton was the unit that was given. Now his wife was the one who was saying, always you keep on giving your unit. Wives are the one, no? All the wives are same. So always you keep on giving your unit. Please give my name also. So it is okay, dyne. I'll give your name also. So what? Okay, dyne. So it's just a trick, not any such of concept, and nothing happened like that. But yeah, it's just a trick. So Newton did what? He gave his wife's name also. Okay, dyne. I'm putting your name also as the unit. So that is your dyne. So that is what? It is actually your CGS unit. And yes, do not take anything in the serious mode. Otherwise, I'll get all those bail and jhadu and everything after reaching home also. Okay, so here CGS is actually the CGS unit is actually the dyne over here. And yes, for the SI unit, that would be your Newton. Let's move forward with the next question here. Which of the following is not an acid? Very simple one. Very, very simple one. Which of the following is not an acid? Is it HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 or H2? Answer please. Okay. So we know that if I talk about these acids, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, right? Hydronium ions. We can just try to relate it. So yes, if I talk about hydroxyl ions over there, OH minus ions, so that would be for basic part. Remember? So yes, Gobinath, Akleshwar, Vikram, Prajwal, Albertson, very, very basic question. Totally correct. That is your H2, hydrogen, is not your acid. But if I talk about this sulfuric acid, what kind of acid is sulfuric acid? Is it monobasic, tribasic, dibasic or monoacidic? What is the correct answer? Sulfuric acid. Now this one is important. Here confusion is there in the examination. So I don't want anyone to be confused over here. Yes, can you answer this part? Which of the following is not an acid? Sorry. Question is, which kind of acid is sulfuric acid? So Gobinath is going with C, that is dibasic. Prajwal is saying D, that is monoacidic. Then Vikram is with C. Akleshwar is going with mono. Okay. Now I am giving you the trick, and never forget this part. Whenever we talk about any of the acid, for example, I am talking about HCl, for example. How many hydrogen are there? Just have a look. How many hydrogen? Just one. Go with mono. If I talk about H2SO4, how many hydrogen? 2. That means di. Very simple trick. This will be helping you in the examination. Then S3PO4. How many hydrogen? 3. Try. Got my point? Now, If I'm talking about the sulfuric acid, here it would be what? Just go with the basic part. H2SO4 for sulfuric acid. H2SO4. Two parts, that it would be di. It is what? Di basic. Option number C will be correct. Please go with this part. Yeah, that's true. For if I'll go with the HCl, that would be mono. Totally correct. Gobinath. Got my point? So everyone, whenever this will be asked in the examination, now you must not go wrong. Just have a look. We know that mono means 1, di 2, tri 3. Simple. Okay. So here, this was the answer. Next, we will be having next question, and this would be the last one. What is the special name given to the 18th group? Very basic one. Let's see who can answer this. What is the special name given to the 18th group? Chalcogens, halogens, alkali metals, or inert gases? If I'll go with this part, alkali metals, we know that it is with the first one. That is Halina ki rab se faryad. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium. Vikram, today we are not going to have the marathon session till 1 because we are having another session right now at 12. So we are launching a Vardi batch, that is Mission Vardi batch, in which we are having SSC GD classes, then we have UP police classes and Delhi police classes. So that launching is there at 12 o'clock. So I'll be there. So we'll be meeting now tomorrow. Fine. So no issues. This is the last question for the day. Okay, then we have Gobinath with D, Prajwal is with D, Elberson is with D, Vikram is with D, Gobinath. Yeah, that's true. So here, inert gas is the correct answer. We can also say it would be noble gases. Noble gases where we have helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So this is actually in the 18th group. If I talk about this halogens, this is actually a 17th group, right? Where we can talk about if I write here, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So this part is the 18th one. 17th is this one, that is fluorine, chlorine and all, right? So this is the 17th group, that is your halogens. If I talk about this alkali metals, we can go with the first one, that is hydrogen, lithium, sodium and so on. Okay, so yes, here inert gases is the correct answer. Now we will be meeting tomorrow with the session in the morning from 12 to 1, that is for the different SSC examinations, which is CPO, CHSL and all, and in the evening with the CGL examination between 6 to 7. Okay, till then, bye bye everyone. Please take care, and in case you have any kind of doubt, comment section is always there for you. So we'll be meeting tomorrow. Bye bye. Please take care.